Hi everybody, it's John from JB Motorcycle Services and JB's Mobile Dyno. Got a cb1000r on the dyno tonight to start mapping, do some base runs, get AFR readings, but you don't just strap the bike on. There's a bit of preparation to do a bike before you even start mapping it on the dyno. So you got to do things like block off the pair valve. Modern bikes, you've got EVAP systems, obviously breathers from the fuel tank bleed, obviously the air from the fuel tank breather in through the throttle bodies and stuff, so you can block that off as well, so that you get an accurate AFR reading out the exhaust, rather than obviously air getting injected in through the exhaust port through the pair valve, which gives you a false lean reading. So you've got to block all that off. Certain bikes you can turn it off in the ECU, some bikes you've got to plug it with, like, sort of just put the plug in the pipe to stop air getting through. So yeah, it's not a straightforward job all the time. So then you've got to disconnect lambda sensors. You need to load a base map in to turn the lambda sensors off. Modern bikes like this, you've got to turn the front wheel sensor off as well, because otherwise that'll just trip the engine management light all the time. So yeah, it's not just a straightforward case of just strapping it on the bike, on the dyno, and then doing some runs, quickly adjusting a little bit of fuel in, and then loading that map back in. Certain bikes you've got to do your base runs, get your AFR data, take the ECU out of the bike, load your adjusted map into it, put the ECU back in the bike, and then rerun it at the certain throttle positions to give you before and after runs. So that takes a bit longer on some bikes. So yeah, it's not a 2-minute job. It's, like I say, quite involved. There's a lot of stuff you can adjust within the ECU, like deceleration fuel cut to give you a smoother on off throttle transition coming into like roundabouts and T-junctions, etc. So yeah, we'll run it up, do some base runs, get some AFR data. I'll put some graphs up in the video as well to give you the before and after readings, and yeah, hopefully we'll get some nice power. This is the first one of these I've done, so it'd be interesting to see what we can get out of it and how bad it is to start with. So yeah, enjoy the dyno runs, and thanks very much for watching. Everybody, so yeah, that's the cb1000r done. First one we've done, getting about 10 horsepower top end, and there was a massive lean spot at about 6 to 7,500 rpm. Had to add about 18 to 20% fuel, which is quite a bit, but to bring that lean spot down, it smoothed the torque curve out and the power, so it should feel much better on the road. No flat spots. Like I say, we're going to put the, like I say, seat in, everything back on, give it a road test, because like I say, it's always nice to ride it on the road as well after a dyno tune to make sure that it is fine on the road as well, because just because it shows good gains on the dyno doesn't mean it's going to obviously translate exactly to the road. So it's always nice to give it a road test, make sure that low end like sort of fuel in's very sweet and nice. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more dyno videos, and like I say, a bit more into the process of the woolich racing ECU mapping that we do here at JB Motorcycle Services. So thanks very much.